Think of a business that has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years in Anthony, Kansas, and a vision of Main Street America probably comes to mind. Think again, because for over 30 years now, Anthony, Kansas has been the home of CELCO, one of the most advanced electropolishing service and passivation companies. The precise demands of the vast metal finishing projects undertaken by CELCO all begin inside these walls. A process that was founded and forged by the Bellasine family in 1986 in a single 3,000 square foot building. CELCO has now grown to 6 buildings and 70,000 square feet. This is where a superior process leads to a superior finish. And just like the work they do, the Bellasine family's 3 generations of excellence goes way beyond the surface.
And our clients love it. I mean, they in turn come in and say, this is wonderful, you know, that you've got 30 years here and you've got 3 generations to run it. And they actually build up a little more trust, you know, in the answers, the end result, everything.
No matter the size or shape of the metal surface, CELCO has the expertise and equipment to tackle the project. CELCO specializes in electropolishing, passivation, oxygen cleaning, as well as aqueous cleaning and degreasing, and mechanical finishing. We'll discuss each process in a moment. But first, you might be interested to know the types of industries that have entrusted CELCO to the steadfast requirements of metal finishing. Requirements that CELCO chooses not to meet, but exceed. As you can see, it is an impressive list of industries that touch all of our lives on a daily basis.
We have a kind of a saying around here that really you name an industry, we've done work in it. And you know, we've even done work on rockets, the space station. You know, we've done some sensitive work for the government.
Now let's talk briefly about each of the specific processes. Electropolishing is also known as electrochemical or electrolytic polishing. This amazing process actually restructures the surface of metal, removing electrons from the metal's exterior, smoothing the surface to microscopic measurements, while removing oxides and impurities, leaving a sterile and passive finish. Electropolishing leaves the part deburred and resistant to corrosion. It also adds life and better performance to the part. In fact, the surface is so smooth following CELCO's electropolishing process that it becomes virtually impervious to foreign particles adhering to it. Just how much greater is the corrosion resistance following this process?
Some studies say 3,000% greater in passivity than standard mill finish product. One of the other benefits you get from it is surface refinement. The surface will be refined because of the lowering of the profile of the metal and giving a much smoother finish. The product will come out looking like it's chrome plated.
CELCO's electropolishing process can be performed on something as small as a dental implant, up to giant storage tanks and beyond.
Well, the largest parts we've electropolished is actually the gate, lock and dam gates for canals. And parts were 21 foot by 20 foot by 30 inches deep and weighed upwards of 20,000 pounds each.
Passivation is another of CELCO's advanced technologies used to remove imperfections in metal surfaces.
What passivation does is removes the iron off of the surface, much like electropolish, but it does it without the introduction of a DC current. It does it just by the chemical reaction dissolving the iron off the surface.
CELCO utilizes passivation as an incredibly effective corrosion control program. Passivation may not be quite as efficient as electropolishing, but it is a much more economical solution, and in some projects, the only solution available for the desired results. Oxygen cleaning is a CELCO service that is pretty self-explanatory. This is a very meticulous cleaning and decontamination process involving oxygen delivery systems. Oxygen cleaning is a necessary procedure when installing a system having contact with oxygen. CELCO can clean components to many specifications. Mechanical finishing is another service offered. Many of CELCO's customers come to us with an unbelievable variety of industrial parts and components that require polishing and/or buffing. CELCO delivers with this detailed, high-quality mechanical finishing service. Then there is aqueous cleaning and degreasing. Here, CELCO employs a water-based cleaning solution that safely and gently lifts grease and other residues from metal surfaces. Speaking of water, CELCO treats and removes all the chemicals from their various processes to keep the groundwater pristine. After all, this family-owned business lives here too. And because time is money, CELCO takes their dedication to customer service a step further by being one of only a handful of companies in the entire United States to offer you professional passivation and precision oxygen cleaning services on site at your facility with our mobile servicing unit.
There's cases where it's not feasible to do electropolish economically, or if there's a part in a plant that can't be removed to come to our plant to be processed, it has to be processed on site. One case in point would be we had one customer that had a 2.5 million gallon storage tank. We had to devise a way to passivate the inside of this tank, and we came up with a system that actually was very effective, and the part was processed within 2 days.
Add to that our rapid turnaround times and our 100% satisfaction guarantee. And it's easy to see why CELCO is one of the world's most advanced electropolishing service and passivation companies. And what do CELCO's customers have to say?
Well, number one's the quality of their work. They handle my products, inspect them with care, and we don't return things here before they go to the customer, so when I send them there, I never have to worry about them again.
And we rely on them heavy because it is the last line. Because not only do they electropolish it, they will package the part. So actually trusting them, we bring it back, put it in our bin, take it out of inventory and ship it. They're actually the last one to see our part. So we do rely very heavily on their eyes, their experience.
There's no question I would have not have built the business I have today without Central Electropolishing.
To learn more about CELCO, Central Electropolishing Company, you can visit us online at celcoinc.com or call us to request a quote toll-free at 877-200-5488. You'll see for yourself why we say a superior process leads to a superior finish.